Guys, welcome to Table Talk, the show where we take your topics using the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, and we put them in this bowl and randomly pull them out. Yeah, on the Reddit and all that crap too, guys. Welcome our special guests, Steve Zaragoza,
Hey guys.
Matt Lieberman, and Chloe Dykstra.
Thank you. I'm the internet. This is the part where we take topics out of a bowl.
This is the part where that happens.
The first question comes from Floppy Jr. on Reddit.
I'm way more of a fan of Floppy Jr. than Floppy.
Yeah.
I used to put so many quarters in Floppy Jr. You had no idea.
See, I liked Floppy 3 back when Floppy had that spray gun with the bugs.
Yeah, love it.
So you're all Donkey Kong references. If you were a character in the Game of Thrones, how would you die? If you were a character in the Game of Thrones, how would you die?
Hopefully quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause,
is
like-
it how we would want to die or
How you
we'd
think you would actually die?
Well, I'm a super weak idiot, so I think I would go pretty easily. Like, I don't know what I don't even know what purpose my skills would serve in the Game of Thrones world.
Well, I guess you'd be a fool.
I would be a fool.
You'd be a fool in the royal court. So
Yeah.
maybe.
Do they have fools?
Yeah, do you remember Sir Dantos became the new fool
Oh, yeah,
after
that's right,
he
that's right.
fucked up at that tournament?
Yeah.
So maybe you would die being choked to death with wine.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's not a bad way to go.
I don't
It's
know.
pretty barbaric.
Yeah, but
It's like being waterboarded with alcohol.
Well, because you're puking
but-
a whole bunch, because
Yeah.
you're filling your tummy, and then what? You'd have to just drown yourself?
yeah, you would drown in liquor. You would drown in wine.
And your
A
own
lot of
vomit.
people do that on purpose.
Over the
Well, they drown
course
their
of
sorrows.
years.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But like drowning themselves,
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you think you would die, Chloe?
Well, based on my experience with D&D, I'd probably
Be eaten by a Gru?
Well, that, or I probably would have tried to seduce somebody, and then it would have gone horribly wrong, and I would have gotten stabbed or something.
Okay.
Because that's what you do. Like in D&D, if you're a girl, you're like, oh, hey, so you got some of that stuff that I want.
What, drugs?
Yeah, I want some of those drugs.
Just
Those
some of that
potions you
mead?
got. I got some of that, like some, and then like it always goes horribly wrong.
always
At one
ends-
point, I tried to seduce someone, and like the entire place caught on fire, and I don't know what happened. So that's probably how I would die.
Can men
in a fire.
seduce people?
Yeah.
D&D?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
Kind of anything can happen in D&D.
yeah. That's
That's
why
the beauty
D&D is
of
the best
D&D.
game.
Excuse
because
me.
There's no limits
I would like
to your
you to
imagination.
put your sword away. How's that? Sound?
Suddenly there's a fire. Ah, the whole place is burning down.
And
ah.
that's how we all die.
That's how we all
Game of
die.
Thrones.
If I were to
How
die
about you? Yeah, how do you
in
die?
Game of Thrones, I think I would just be. I think I would be trampled to death. I think I'd be trampled to
By
death in a
what?
crowd. Like I don't know.
By a crowd.
In King's Landing, people get trampled all the time, whether by horses or by riots or whatever.
Would you have the Wilhelm scream?
Yes, I would totally have the. Ah!
You do the real one. You do a real one, though.
Yeah. Well, that was the closest I think
I want a
had.
voice box that does the Wilhelm scream, so I can
Yeah.
actually just make it. I can admit it.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
You would
not
just
even
get
good
that
enough.
surgically
Here,
implanted
yeah.
so you could have that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend to scream on 3, and then I would like you to dub in a Wilhelm scream.
I really hope it's just a pottery breaking sound.
Well, that was interesting.
That sounded just like it.
Yeah, perfect.
Post-production jokes.
What do we got here?
I got a real tiny one here, guys, from
Yeah, you do.
tiny.
from Ship Happens 1912. Sorry, let me tuck it back in.
Yay, penis jokes.
What is your favorite sexual euphemism?
Oh, man.
Oh, you mean like
The whole cabinet thing? Or...
yeah?
I mean, sure. Did you like that? Well, I liked
I
how
enjoyed
we
that
started the
euphemism.
whole thing off with a
That was a
nice
good one.
euphemism.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one today, I would say.
Slapping the child.
Slapping the child.
I just made that up.
Oh, no.
What about rumbling the Bronx?
Rumble in the Bronx?
I have nothing for this.
What about fixing the basket?
Fixing-
Yeah.
What about trotting on broken glass?
Trotting on, trotting
Trotting on glass.
How
What about clearing the cache?
That's good.
What about blasting the ass? I guess that's not a
I
euphemism.
was gonna, yeah.
What about defragging the hard drive?
That's
That's a good one.
one.
Although that I feel like
I'm
that's
done.
more masturbation than sex.
That's true.
I like slapping the child though. That's
slapping the child is
really unsettling.
Really unsettling. Checking the dog for ticks.
I like that. What about taking the perm?
Taking the perm?
Taking the perm.
Taking the perm? I don't understand.
What does that mean?
Like, you know how like when someone says like this perm didn't take?
No. You mean What about getting the house ready for Passover?
I like that.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what all of these mean. Like, I want detailed explanations.
What about?
Oh yeah, that was obvious. I know what that one was.
What about massaging the penis? Until
like
ejaculation.
when somebody fingers somebody? Is that?
Yes, that's actually
that's euphemism
that's fingering.
Fingering.
What about
massaging the penis?
What about making the girl come out?
Oh, I like that. I like that. Mm-hmm.
What about making sperm happen?
Making sperm happen.
I think we're past the euphemisms part of this.
It's just going straight into.
What about combining fluids like a smoothie?
Okay.
What about cold pressed
What
juice?
about cooking DNA soup?
I like that one.
That's a good one.
That's a
Let's
good
stick
one.
with
I don't
that
think
one.
we're gonna beat that.
Yeah.
Even with cold pressed juice. Chloe.
I was imagining the blending of the juices, just like I think.
Blending of the juices.
Yeah, like it's like a blender.
Yeah.
Just like using.
A Vitamix.
Is the blending of the juices like the changing of the guard?
Yes, exactly.
They do that.
Yeah.
God.
If you talk to the juice, it's not gonna talk back to you.
Right.
But you
It
can
won't.
steal the juice's hat.
You can take a great photo to share with your friends on Instagram.
This
You're
is
real
this is
silly.
a total Reddit question, but they just changed out horse-sized duck for something else.
Okay.
Oh.
This is from Steezus Christ.
Oh.
Oh. Bless your Steez's heart.
Would you rather be trapped in a room with 1 million regular-sized cockroaches or one elephant-sized cockroach? You can't kill the cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
I would say the elephant-sized cockroach.
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches, yeah.
I would say elephant-sized cockroach.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
absolutely.
You know what this means? This is like saying car crashes with a New York accent.
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
Yeah.
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches?
Can't kill the cockroach.
Oh yeah, car crashes. There's 1 million car crashes in New York City every year.
Cockroaches.
I would say the elephant-sized car crash. Because
was an elephant-sized car
if there's
crash.
1 million of them, they're gonna crawl over you. If there's only one big one, you crawl on its back and maybe it forgets
Tame
that
it.
you're there.
Wait, okay, a
You can
million?
tame it.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Like
You
a
can
million.
ride it.
You could ride it.
A million cockroaches.
1 million little
How big is
cockroaches?
this room?
Or one big
Is
cockroach?
I mean,
like a giant
cockroaches
room?
can't hurt you, though.
Oh, but they're
gross and they'll
fucking
crawl.
awful.
Like, they're
Inside
gross and
you.
awful, but imagine
They're
a
in
giant
your
one.
mouth.
Imagine, like, a giant one. Like, that could hurt you, for sure. You could be crushed.
in your mouth.
Yeah.
all
You could be
over
cre-
you.
but
in
what
your
about
butt,
this
You could be
shit?
in
car
your pants.
crashed. Okay.
Everywhere.
All right, I'm throwing punches soon.
Oh.
That's
wait.
another one for the euphemism.
Hold on, I'm throwing punches.
Throwing punches.
God, last night me and Amber were throwing punches. You
What?
know what I mean?
Is she all right?
Is she all right? Are you all right?
Did she call the cops?
No, I mean we were defragging the hard drive.
You were both
What was
masturbating?
wrong with the hard drive? Was it?
I was massaging the penis.
She has a penis?
I was fingering her vagina.
Oh, is the dog all right?
I think a giant cockroach
Definitely.
could kill you.
No, it doesn't matter because, like, at least if you tame that one cockroach, like, you're in control. of
But
that
how do you
situation.
tame it? Well, how do you even begin to tame
You
a
slap
cockroach?
it in the face and you say, "Hey, I'm in charge."
It's like a bear. You gotta, like, stand up really big, and then, like, they'll get scared.
I think if you slap it, it's just gonna like bring you into its gross mouth.
and then
you
get
get
the
off
biggest
on
boner.
it.
Do cockroaches have a mouth?
Yeah, they have like these like
Pincers?
chomper things.
This is awful. I don't want to talk about
Mandibles?
cockroaches
They have
anymore.
these things. Do they have these
Horrible
things? Do they have
Okay,
these things?
we're gonna do one
no.
more. We're gonna do one more. Alice in Neverland on Reddit writes, if you were trapped in an animal's body,
Closer.
if you were trapped in an animal's body, how would you attempt to communicate with humans to try to get them to help you?
I'd probably cut my way out. Right?
He's got a point.
You claw your way out and be like, hey, I'm a guy in here.
Inside this animal's body.
Or just like scream real loud. And they'd be like, honey, I think I hear a man screaming in that dog.
That is a man screaming!
Yeah,
I'm inside this golden retriever!
Is
thought they smelled bad on the outside.
That's good. That's a good Star
maybe
Trek
just wait
reference.
for them to pass you. I missed the Star Trek reference.
It wasn't. It was a Star Wars reference. that was a good
Battlestar.
Dr. Potter reference.
Okay, so hold on. Let's say that this person's intentions were clearer, and our souls
we're trapped inside of an animal's body.
The personalities.
Yeah. I would scratch out letters in the sand, right? I'd take them. I'd want to go for a walk. I'd lead them to the beach if I was a dog, anyway.
Well, how would you tell them you want to walk? You'd be like,
I do what dogs do. You run around, you get all excited, you jump near
Or you
the
just
leash,
wait eventually until you go
or you
on.
whine.
what if they're terrible owners?
That's
and
a great point.
They
They
won't
just-
take you for a walk.
What if they just lock you up?
What if I just knock a bunch of shit off a shelf and then push it into the form of letters?
Here's what I would do. Forget all that stuff. Just spell out things with your turds. Just shit,
Yep.
and then spell it out.
I feel like you don't have supreme accuracy with turds.
But you got a good paw. What animal are you? Let's get that out of the way first.
true.
I'm assuming that I'm a dog, but here's the thing.
Yeah, me too.
Backing up as a dog, so let's say you smear some shit on this paw.
Yeah.
You're backing up using 3 legs. That's real hard. You gotta back up
Well, you
and
don't
then
have to make it so
smear.
big. You don't have to make it so big.
They're not meant for like deft movement. There's not a lot of wrist action.
So let's say that doesn't work really well. Then next time you're around a laptop, just type out, I'm a human. Right?
You're not wrong. What if
I
you
would
were
just use their blood. I would just kill them and then use their blood to write help
then
on the wall.
Then they'll listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, won't they think
When they're dead.
I feel like
they'll
that's gonna
finally
be like
listen.
some devil shit. People are gonna think you're a devil dog. But what if you were like an elephant? What would
Well,
you do?
how the fuck did I get trapped in the dog's body in the first
I
place?
mean,
It probably
obviously,
was like a
you
like a
obviously
devil
spit on a
thing.
gypsy.
Yeah, or you were messing with some kind of like ancient curse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Or spit on a gypsy.
Then
Yeah.
maybe I should just realize what I did wrong in the first place, and then the curse will be broken.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Maybe along the way you'll learn a little something about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of or seen a movie called Quigley?
Quigley Down Under?
No, just Quigley. It's
Did you just make that up?
no.
No, there's a movie called Quigley, Down Under.
Oh,
Oh, so
if there
good.
weren't these damn barn doors. So Quigley is like yet another of these like guy becomes a dog until he discovers what he learned wrong in his life
And
movies.
does he learn a lot about himself?
No, because the movie stars Gary Busey.
Oh no!
So it's Gary Busey. He's like a software company owner who hates dogs and doesn't care about people.
Is
and
this post-bad accident or pre-bad accident, Gary
I don't know
Busey?
what you're talking about.
Gary Busey got into a real bad accident and he's never been the same.
They want you to go back as a dog. They said I'll be the only one who'll be able to see you as you once were. Everyone else will see you as Quigley.
Thank you. Quigley.
I would say he's been this way his entire career.
Yeah.
He got a little crazier after the accident.
Okay, no, this
though.
is like 2003, 2004.
That's definitely after the accident.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's Gary Busey and Curtis Armstrong. Gary Busey though, like you go all the way back to like the Buddy Holly story. He was nominated for an Oscar for that. He's still crazy in that too.
Yeah, he just got crazier.
Yeah.
I feel like Gary Busey makes a good dog, but I wouldn't say a man trapped in a dog,
Gary
but
Busey's...
an actual dog voice. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be a good.
Hey, can't talk like this.
Yeah, if he was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Gary Busey would be a great name for just a dog in general.
Come here, Gary Busey. Come
Yeah,
on,
Gary Busey.
Hey, buddy.
Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be a good name for like a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Gary Busey.
Yeah.
I'm very charmed by animals with 2 names.
Yeah.
Dan
Rather. Here comes Dan Rather.
Dan Rather. Come on, Dan Rather. I was gonna name. My parents had like 5 kittens, and I was gonna take one, and I was gonna name him John McClane. And then I was gonna get a dachshund and name him Hans Gruber, and then they would be best friends.
It's really good. You know,
that's
Bree's
adorable.
dog is named Riggs.
Really?
Yeah.
You
After
need-
the Lethal Weapon.
You need to get a
character.
cat named Murtaugh, and then they can be friends.
Yeah. What a wonderful day I'm having with you guys. Guys, let's never forget this moment of our lives. Let's try to never let this moment cease to exist in our hearts and in our minds.
Cease to exist?
Seize.
Okay.
Open the gates and seize the day. Don't be afraid and don't delay.
Bring the lights down.
Nothing can break us, no one can make us give our rights away. Arise and seize the day.
Now's the time to seize the day. Now is the time to seize the day.
Don't be afraid and don't delay.
Don't be afraid and don't delay. Nothing can break us. No one can make us give our rights away.
I don't know that.
Give our rights away. Neighbor to neighbor. Father to son. One for all and all for one.
Chloe's never seen. You never seen Newsies?
I had a feeling it was from Newsies.
It is Newsies. Yeah.
Any
That's
other
my
musical,
cigar.
You'll steal another. Hey, bummers, we got work to do. Since when did you become me, Mata?
Quit your brawling. Hey, who asked you?
It's so
it's a
catchy.
fine life.
Harry and the bear through it all. A mighty fine life. Harry and the bear tough and tall. Just get me out there. News is on a mission.
I just got out musical nerded by two guys.
Give us some musical.
All right. Give me one. I've got Cats. I got some Phantom of the Opera. I got Rent. I got Wicked.
Give us your best.
Yeah,
Give
top
us
of your
best,
head. Go,
baby.
go, go.
Okay. Oh, Moulin Rouge.
Sure.
Moulin Rouge.
Give it to us.
My gift is my song, and this one's for you, and you can tell everybody. But that's not really a musical, though. That's like just
That's
an actual
Elton
song.
John, yeah.
That's Elton John. All right. Okay.
What about?
How about? Would you light my candle?
I don't know.
Oh, won't you?
My candle.
That was my last match.
Oh God. That's okay.
Oh my God, are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
All right, how about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr.
Mistopheles.
Da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Wait, what about my mind is clear now? At last, all too well, I can see what we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, I will cease where we all soon.
Wait, I have a question.
Jesus! You're starting to believe the things I see in you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. Woo-oo-woo. You don't know that?
No, I'm not a
What's the
Hebrew.
buzz? Tell me
What
what's
if
happening.
a
didn't
dog
wanna know
got
anything
trapped
about
in a human? How would the dog tell people that he's trapped as a human?
You know
he
what?
Probably wouldn't understand. He can't speak English.
Honestly, I don't know
I
because
feel
I've
like
seen
the
a lot.
shit thing would be a good indicator.
I've seen some homeless people act like human, like there might be a dog trapped in them.
Yeah.
So we would never know.
We would never know.
We were talking about homeless people as time travelers as well. I feel like homeless people are kind
That's
of like
really good.
yeah, they're the center of everything.
Singing the songs of dogs trapped inside them. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
All right, cool. Great time, guys. Well, I'll see you. If you want to submit topics for the bowl, use the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, or you can go to reddit.com/r/SourceFed and then post your topics in the appropriate thread.
Hey Bethesda, quit playing.
We know you're waiting to officially announce Fallout 4 at E3 this year, but the cat keeps getting out of the dang bag.
Seriously, your employees suck at non-disclosure agreements.
To the Astro!